their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. Now, Golden State's starting five. Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, the front court is Leonard and Batum. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. And it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
Now here's Jackson. George passes to Batum. 4 on the clock. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
More than comfortable catching and firing. Got to be aware of Batum. He has a ton of confidence in himself.
Passes it to Wiseman. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Outside Jackson. Nobody near George. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Thompson against Leonard. Here's MP. The shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's George, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Draymond Green. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. It's rebounded by Curry. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Good. And it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here's Leonard. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
For your Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Leonard looking over the floor. And Wiseman sends it back.
And be careful trying to shoot around Wiseman. His limp. He's a stellar shot blocker. He just makes it look easy.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
A different look for the Clippers. Hartenstein's checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Paul George. Then for the Warriors, Porter's checked in for Draymond Green. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for MP. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys. And that's pretty much a death sentence.
Well, it all starts with ball movement. When your percentage is that low, you know you're not moving it well enough. You're not getting your guys open shots.
Your Clippers.
Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Wiseman. Toscano Anderson comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Poole. And MP subbed in for Curry. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Then it's MP. And it's Green, and it's Toscano in at the power forward position. To the inside. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now here's Wiggins. Great D that time from Leonard.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
On the wing, Winslow. Pass to Ibaka. Fades back. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The pass to Toscano. Back to MP. Excellent D there from George.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
A nice shot by Winslow. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. MP dishes to Wiggins. Back to MP. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his fourth rebound in this one.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's come in for Toscano Anderson. And both free throws good for MP. Los Angeles leading by 5. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. It's stolen by Green. Pulls up on the elbow. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by MP. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
That's an easy shot for Wiggins. He's always had a nice mid-range game.
And George, here we go. Can't hit that one. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors trail by 3.
2 minutes.
MP right side.
2 minutes.
Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 6 points.
And that's unselfish basketball. Wiggins' teammates, well, they appreciate it when he shares the rock like this.
Thompson against Leonard. Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Baca is out there with Batum, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And finished off by Wiseman.
You know, you love seeing Wiseman assert himself like this, dunking it down with authority.
The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. Jackson passes to Leonard. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Leonard against Thompson. 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Feeds it to MP. To the paint. Now Wiseman. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's MP. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Jackson over Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, come on. How great is Jackson at earning these calls, especially from the interior, where he is very crafty.
Jackson at the strike. At the line for 2.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Warriors trail by 3. Curry passes to Thompson. George against MP. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. One Toscano Anderson's checked in for Draymond Green. He's off on the second. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing. And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Here's Wiseman. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Curry looking it over. MP left side. Kicks to Wiseman. 4 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, Thompson's accuracy, it makes him so hard to guard. I mean, he's a constant threat from range.
Ibaka outside. Passes to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Batum. Outside Jackson. Over Curry. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Ooh, a stellar pump fake from Jackson. Completely fooling the D and getting him to bite.
Warrior substitution.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Sliding over to the wing spot, it's Curry and Thompson. Porter is out there with Wiseman. And it's MP in at the point guard. And no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Los Angeles leading by 5. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Inside. And the layup is good. Ibaka's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Clippers?
Well, they've played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's man. And there's the pass to Leonard. Here's man. To the middle. Looking for George. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And a little verticality there from George. Not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Now, here's MP. Tight defense on him. It's not going to go for him.
That works just like they drew it up. Till the part where he short arms.
Jackson, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. George against MP. And it's George finishing it off.
A fantastic shooter from deep. George forces defenders out, and then that just opens up the driving lanes for him.
George against MP. George with the defensive effort. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Outside for Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Curry outside. A 3-pointer is right on target.
No surprise to see the game's best shooter sink a 3 like that. Anything you can do, Curry can do better.
Jackson against Curry. Down low, George lays it up and in off the pretty assist. That's 10 points for Paul George.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him.
4th team foul.
Leonard against Thompson. Leonard inside.
Ball is turned over.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 11.
Golden State.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Reggie Jackson.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
On its way from Curry for 2, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
How do you guard this guy in the pick and roll? I mean, Curry puts so much pressure on you. He has the ball on the string.
And probably coming out of the game anyway. I think we're officially into garbage time.
15 foul. At the line for LA, at the charity stripe, Paul George. At the line for 2.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They